Hello everybody, welcome back, it's Dead Cells. We had actually a really good run on the last run, and we made a lot of good progress for our first time. We're gonna go out again, and this time I'm gonna take the shield. Don't expect this to happen nearly as often as taking the bow and arrow, I find. Just because the shield is a little harder to use. It's not without merit though. The best run I ever had involved going for shield, okay? If that was my other thing to do. Shields are also the... Ooh, wow, are you serious? You're giving me a scroll of power right now? Here, give me survival first then. Hello. What shields allow you to do is block incoming shots and take a little bit less damage, or if you time it properly like a smart person, you can parry. If you parry properly... Oh my god, yes. If you parry properly... you get to stun a whole bunch of people, and that allows you to do a lot of good work. We do not yet have the mummy rub, so we're going to go ahead and ignore him for now. Maybe this run will be the run where we get the mummy rub. That would be ideal. Hello, you have an item for me. Spartan sandals. We can't pick it up. Double damage is not worth it. You see that thing there? 1% of HP recovered per attack, 100% damage taken. That's kind of what helped kill us on the last run. Was that our daggers had that same modifier. It was no good. So, on this run, what we're going to do is we're going to use the fact that we can actually grow up these vines. And that allows us to go to a completely different section of these, of this area here. My god. The amount of money that they're giving me right now is actually intense. And they're giving me a spinner. We actually have a very interesting run. Get killed. We have a very interesting run in the sense that we have one of each, like, major skill right now. Like, we have a purple item, we have a green item, we have a red item. We have choices. But before we go, I'd like to explore a little bit more of the floor. Because being able to explore the whole floor gives us not only just the item that we might have picked up, but it also gives us the chance at some scrolls and some other stuff. Like, hello. If you're wondering what the secret zone's for, the tunnel was cleared out very roughly. Doesn't look too solid. Alright, cool. Do we get anything else out of here, though? The hole in the wall is extremely small. Except for maybe a child. Alright, then. Anything else? Canvas bag. A dusty old bag that someone left here a long time ago. It gave us a baguette. We don't need it. Recycle the baguette. Funny little secret. If you're wondering how I know that secret was there, you'll notice that the wall here is like half porous. That's how I figured that one out. It's not hard as far as like the vast majority of people will be concerned. I think that a lot of people would look at that and go, "Oh my God, are you actually new? How do you feel like you need to explain this to people?" I'm like, yes, actually I do feel like I need to explain that to people. Not because I feel that people are stupid, quite the opposite. You foolish fool who dares foolishly attack me. Get parried. But just because, like, I figure, hey, you know what, I might as well. It's a nice thing to do. So you'll notice that the wolf traps last time around were predominantly purple. This time they're predominantly green, and that's because my survival stat is higher than the purple stat. So they're going to work off of the stat out of the two colors that is highest. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. We're going to go through for a brutality survival build, but I'm not sure which way to go about doing this one yet. Just because it kind of relies on our primary weapon being good. Pick up that gem, thank you. You need to die. Hello. Get parried, which allows me to just kill you, and you dropped a croissant for me. How kind of you. Get parried again. Just when you thought that I was just a scrub. So one thing that shields do is that whenever you block, and you block successfully without parrying, you at least get to deal them a little bit of damage for the amount of damage that you just absorbed. It tends to be, like, worthwhile damage exchange, especially if you have enough HP, and if you're going for survival build, yeah, you're gonna have enough HP. You could go for a shield build if you really want to. Is it a great decision? I would say it's not the most fun I've ever had. Just because of how active and involved the rest of the combat system is. Come at me, bud. But very obviously, if you learn how to parry with it, you can do some really silly crap with it. Like, parrying just makes the rest of your run so much easier. Damn it. But if you don't succeed in parry, it's not the end of the world. You actually do take a lot less damage, so it is worth blocking regardless. Promenade of the Condemned. We went there last time. We don't need to go there this time. Where would I like to go now? Let's go back up here. There's like a little corner here that we haven't explored yet, which might require the mummy rub to get to. Nope, it just requires having like a living, breathing heart and thumbs that know how to work a controller. Okay, that's fine. What else? I would like to check out the shop quickly one more time before we go. Because I believe it had a blood sword, and that's going to be very helpful for us. We could also go for the electric whip here, again. Ooh, that actually works really, really well. Because if we parry using the shield, they're stunned. Yeah, I'll give it a whirl. Was that expensive? Yeah, a little. Doesn't really matter all that much, though, all things considered. Why, you might be asking? Well, we're already way above the cap that we'd be able to bring back home with us if we died. After buying that, we're at 4,100 and something. Alright, and we only get to bring back 3,000 every time that we die right now, so it's not a big deal. Okay, toxic sewers. So the toxic sewers are like the second big area that you end up exploring, usually. Because it's the one that has... honestly, the next big rune that you need. Hey, you there! I work for the blacksmith. I can patch up your gear for cheap. I'm not really supposed to be here, though, you know. Let's just keep this between us, okay? Sure, why not? Right, come on then. How much have you got on you? So this allows you to upgrade your weapons to a better quality, allows you to reset their modifiers for whatever reason. You know, like, just do all those kinds of things. It might be worth our time to spend money here, but it's the beginning of a run. We don't need to. In our case, Dead Inside makes a ton of sense, and we're not at the point where combo is, like, a perfectly great time for us yet. We don't have, like, a big weapon. We could go for Necromancy, recovering HP every time someone dies, but it's not very good. Compared to Dead Inside, which gives us an instant bonus of almost 100 HP. Yeah, I'll take that, thanks. Alright, now for the sewers. Sewers are tough. Sewers are very, very tough, especially without a bow and arrow. I would have rather been here with a bow and arrow, but... I mean, I did that on the first run, and it was fine, and this time I want to show off shields, so here we are. The greenish goop is very obviously poison, and you don't want to go into it. That should make sense. Hey, you! Come here a second. A little slow, but he seems to understand what I'm saying. I lost the rune. I mean, my rune. So you see, I'm a little stuck. And I need my rune, you see. You wouldn't mind finding it for me, would you? Me? Sure. Ho-ho, thank you. It's somewhere around here in these sewers, on your side of the bars. Bring it back to me quick. Oh, where are you, my precious little rune? Weird. I like how he grabs for, like, nearby rats and stuff, though. It's very creepy. That's something that this game has, is maybe a little understated. That's a little understated. Ow, bad. Bad. It's a little understated, is the fact that it's, is that it is a little creepy. We're in a bit of a shitty situation. I need to use these a lot more. Yeah, this whip is not very good. I should have stuck to my sword, honestly. That's sad. Yeah, whip is a ranged weapon. It's a support weapon, I'm coming to realize. I can't even duck with it? Are you kidding? Ow. I meant to, like, reflect that back at him. But that's okay. So are we taking a lot of damage? Yeah, we are. Do we want to find a new weapon? Yeah, we do. As soon as humanly possible. This whip does not do nearly enough to make me a happy boy. And I have not parried the last 15 attacks. Yeah, I can reflect arrows back at them, but, like, it's not the same thing. And yeah, you can parry arrows as well. I'm just really bad at it. Oh my god, we actually got a double parry. What a time to be alive. Damn it. See, like, it works when you know how to make it work. It's just a little difficult to block all the attacks that come at you, you know what I'm saying? Plus, when you don't parry it perfectly, you still take damage. And taking damage is bad. It might have been a good idea to go for that necromancy now that I think about it, because imagine if we got 3 HP every time that we got a kill, even if we just blocked it kind of normally. That would have been very, very nice. Would have made us very tanky. Oh well. Here we're here instead. And where is here, you might be asking? Obviously not in a good enough spot for me to be happy. Now we do have an answer to those bomb bats. But having an answer to the bomb bats is not as important. Damn it. Thank you. It's not as important as being able to make it to the end of all this. And unfortunately, we're just not doing enough damage for me to be happy with our current situation. Like, I need, like, a proper sword. I would have rather had my basic sword. That's what I get for experimenting, honestly. Oh, goody. You gave me a blueprint for a thing I'll never be able to use. What doesn't kill me, huh? So that's a blueprint for mutation, I'm understanding. Yeah, this is a useless time to be alive. Get me out of here, thank you. Out of here as well, out of here as well. Put that out. Duck, put out this. It'll eventually kill everything. I just need to keep ducking. Stay safe. Is this dumb? Yes, 100%, and I'm sorry I had to do that. Oh my lord. That did not last long. That's okay. So they can attack those turrets, by the way, if you just leave them alone, which is why, like, having a turret strat tends to mean you want lower cooldowns, which is why efficiency is a really good mutation for you. Anyway. What's all this? Small hole. The trail leads to the hole. I don't know what it is, and I don't really want to know. A viscous substance is oozing out of the body and across the floor, like a snail's trail. Gross. Mangled body. The body's all bloated. One of his arms changed into a tentacle. It's as if the body has started to mutate. Yeah, so I have a feeling that all this green nonsense causes people to mutate now, and that's kind of gross. Oh, thank hell. You have no weapons! I am upset. So out of these two, you need to give me a brutality, because I need the damage. I could use the HP at the same time, although it's not the same amount in either case. Look, there's no one. It's another freaking whip. I'm a little mad. It's probably a better whip for us, though. Yeah, it's the same kind of whip, but at least this gives us poison, whereas the other one does not. The other one's like, it does damage to stun targets. Problem. It doesn't do a lot of extra damage to stun targets. Yeah, I'll pay the tribute for another scroll. Give me some of that survival damage, which also has, hilariously, some of the most HP that we can get. So right now we have a build, excuse me? We have a build that's actually really survivable and very tough. Which is not something I see very often. Get me out of here before it all explodes. Then whip that guy, it's all good. Get poisoned? Thank you, eventually you did. Ah, there's poison down there, I should have known. Just zap him from a distance. At long last, the whip pays off. Give me the croissant as well. Perfect. Look, the whip is fine against one person who I can, like, just mangle at a distance forever. Okay? Of that, there is no doubt. But I want to make it abundantly clear that's not every single situation we find ourselves in. In fact, it's the vast minority. Oh, get zapped. Get zapped! You're not allowed to be alive anymore. I have decreed it by power of whip. Hoopa! And I have to remember to use these wolf traps more often. Again, not parried. That last time was finally parried properly. We're going to need to parry exceptionally well, by the way, in this next section. Or we're gonna die. Very, very quickly. This is some more survivability for me as far as I'm concerned. Get zapped. 714 HP, 458 of which we actually have. Hey, look, it's another door. This one has 2 symbols on it. Why? I don't know. Do I need to knock on them in order? Is there a 1 door, a 2 door, a 3 door, and a 4 door, and all of them require like a certain order to knock in order for you to get in? Little pig, let me in. Infantry grenade. Swarm biting worms crawls from your victims. Look, the lowered cooldown means it's actually going to be super helpful for us, and although it's not the sinew slicer level of damage, like it's still handy for us. So I'm definitely going to pick it up. I'm also going to recycle that earlier one. It also does more damage thanks to the number of brutality points we have, so there we go. Thank you very much. Get stuck and then get whipped. No! I tried to duck down, it just didn't work. Get parried. Get me out of here. Get parried. Get parried again. That was huge! That was really good stuff, actually. I'm mad at the damage I just took. Because you can only parry one thing at a time. That's an elite we can't touch. I want to make that abundantly clear. We couldn't touch that elite if we were being paid to and if we wanted to. That extra poison's gonna help do a little bit of extra damage. However, you might have noticed though, we've already used our potion. And we're not doing hot. It's the ramparts. We made it all the way to the ramparts exit. Ah, it's not where I want to go. What I need to do is find the Sparky rune. Of course we could go to the ramparts exit. It's another door, by the way, I noticed. It's a 4-door. Not sure why, but okay. We'll eventually maybe figure out that mystery sometime in our life. Oh, here we are. Ah, there you are. It's here. My rune is just a little bit further on. Nuh-uh. What? Not at all. Nothing to worry about. It's coming this far. You'll make short work of all that. So, off you go. So this is the reason why we're here for this run. For what it's worth, I think we're dead. Spider worms, go! Never mind, we're not dead. We actually have a super cheesy, very easy to use strategy that works incredibly well against elites, and we should make sure to continue to abuse that for as long as this run exists. We now have the mummy rub. So the teleportation monoliths allow us to teleport. And now this guy's gone. There's no one here. Now at this point, do we want to go to the ramparts? Probably it's the safest way out of here, so I'll take it. And hopefully it'll also let us, like, you know, do something on this run. That was unexpected, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, 24 cells. We needed it too. So now we have 2 health flash charges, which is a huge bonus. Let's see, what else do I want to do? Frontline shield, sure. It's a really good shield in this situation. 13 cells left, huh? Let's put it towards getting a random starter bow. So when we start runs, we can get like a new bow at the beginning of the run, and we finally have a replacement for our old wooden shield. That took forever. Hey buddy, how's it going? Could you... Let's see, what are your modifiers? A swarm of biting worms crawls from your victims. You know what? Don't worry about that one. That one's fine. Hey you. Necromancy, please. 100% necromancy is a good idea right now. Because we're playing a tank build, no matter which way you look at it. And frontline shield is unique in the fact that it can't parry because it's too heavy. But whenever we block, first off, we take a little bit less damage than we normally would. And secondly, they take a lot more damage. Yeah, long story short, we got an interesting build going on. I'm not a fan of this whip business. I would rather find a different melee weapon to put there instead of this whip. Because the whip is, first off, not melee, and secondly, it hits like a wet noodle, okay? Now, with that said, you might have noticed that's a very good way to make sure you just get kills, and then thanks to Necromancy, we don't actually take all that much damage. Thank you for dying. Thanks to Necromancy, in fact, we take 0 damage. It's a little nutty. I don't think we got anything there. I don't see anything there, so let's continue onwards. Like, total? And it's not the only time that it's not the only way we deal damage either. Like, if we use the shield, like, great, good for us. It's not the only way we're going to ever kill people, though. As a result, Necromancy is just going to continue to get us more and more HP as time goes on. Wow, it's also worth mentioning that the freaking whip here ignores shields, I forgot to mention. I did not realize that at first. Holy crap. Thank you. That makes it a little bit better. I wouldn't say it makes it like what we want. We'd rather have a, I don't know, a nutcracker. Is that a thing I can request at this point? Let's see, how slow were we? 5 minutes 47 seconds. You know what? I've been slower. Not by much, but I've been slower. Yeah, this whip takes 17 years to kill people. That's okay. Get zaps. Multiple zaps. So many zaps. This is actually, like, working out fine. So long as they don't get too close to me, I'm okay with this. Now, we're not getting through that hole, unfortunately. Boink! But we are going to get a kill this way, which is nice. Thank you for dying. And we're still at full HP. Thank you for dying. Appreciate it. And at this point, I barely even need to dodge roll, which is kind of nice. And if I need to, I can just kind of sit back and let it do its thing. I like frontline shields, okay? They're not perfect. They certainly don't seem skillful at first, because you're just like, oh, aren't you just doing everything to, like, whip everything to death anyway? Like, can't you just dodge? Why are you fat rolling? Dark Souls community, you bastards. But it's worth mentioning that, in all honesty, this is a build that works, now that I got into it. I wasn't sure we'd actually get the shield. Was the reason why I was a little bit like at the beginning of all this. But now I'm like, yeah, I'm in this run to win it. Thank you, biters. I appreciate that. Also, there's malachite up in them there hills. It's not gold, but I'll take it. Might as well be gold. And you gave me a chest. Big red weapon. Or big green weapon. Or parrying shield. So what do you do? Successful block. Enemy stuns last longer if they're successful. It's effectively a big, stunning nonsense machine. Plus, it reduces all of the damage we would take, rather than increasing the damage that we deal. I don't think we can afford to take this right now. I'm also worse at parrying than I am at just, like, hitting a block button, so I'm gonna avoid it. What's this? Hey, you there! Oh, it's you. Looks like I'm on the right side of the door for once. Damn, they didn't mess around. No answer. Alright, weird. I have no idea what that was all about, but okie dokie. Looks like I was on the right side of the cell for once. For once? How many times have we died? Okay, Mummy Rub brings us here. Which electrifies the water, because electric nonsense plus water actually works. Ow, you jerk. Get wrecked. Thank you. I wasn't sure exactly how much time I had to dodge roll there, so I opted to go for the block instead. Safe way of doing things, honestly. I've shocked the floor. What does that do? I have got no idea. Like, I expected to, like, kill them faster or something, but I got no idea. Get zapped. Thank you. Eventually he died. Just like you will one day eventually also die, and I should not have taken that damage. That was stupid. I think we've gone through that whole area, which gave us an extra bit of gold, but past that, that was a lot of nothing. Down this way, we've got a few levels to this nonsense floor area. Nicely done, thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Necromancy's gonna make sure that you end up dying. We have to go up this way. Oops, that almost was bad. Right trigger, thank you. I was gonna ask, why aren't I tossing out my grenade? When I very obviously should be. And then I didn't toss it out, and that made me sad. There's nothing here. Okay, great. I don't think that fall damage exists in this game, as far as I know. Which is like a great thing as far as I'm concerned, because fall damage, considering how stupid I can be, yeah, that would have killed me. But at the same time... Oh yeah, 4 HP every time someone dies, thank you. Oh, get actually shreked. Come on, attack me. Attack me! Was it worth the damage we took? Eh, probably not, but it doesn't really matter all that much in the long run. I mean, did you notice? We didn't take all that much damage. We dealt enough back. You know what? 5 HP every time someone dies. Why not? Why not? What could possibly actually go wrong off of that? Hello. It's a 2-door. I'll knock on it twice. Not sure if that did anything different. I don't think it did. Because the dude was all like, it didn't do anything different. There might be something else left to the right of the entire map, so I'm going to go ahead and explore it. Like last time. Getting Shrek is a great thing for us. So how much damage can we deal all at once? Not much. Our DPS is also bad. Our ability to kind of handle ourselves and deal with everything else that comes our way, it's low. But I think that in the end, we'll come to see that maybe, if we're lucky, we'll find a weapon that we need here. I'm thinking like a broadsword. I'm thinking something big and heavy. Maybe even a nutcracker, because I know those things are definitely available by now. Damn it, ow. Get zapped. And every time we get a kill, remember, it's 5 HP that we're getting back. So you definitely want to be doing it as often as possible, as getting these kills. But, we're kind of messing up a lot. I'd rather not do so much messing up. Don't be afraid to use your shield. It actually helps you save you a lot of your HP, okay? If you don't know how to dodge roll something, use your shield. I'm talking to myself, not to you folks. You folks are probably already playing this game way better than I am, so... It's the 4-door. For whatever it's worth. I don't see anything else on this map. So I think we're out of here. Shame. We have 1,000 HP, but we do not have the run we had last time. This iteration of the Black Bridge boss is going to be a little bit tough. No. It's okay. Here. Where do I want to put myself? Random starter bow. As soon as physically possible. Do I want anything reforged? Nope. I can't even get weapons off of you. And I get one more... thing here. Reducing the cooldown time of grenades is not a bad plan. In this case, I'll do it because we've got a grenade, and it'll help us deal more damage. I think that for this fight, we have a lot of HP. We got a frontline shield. Our primary strategy is just to abuse those two things. Like, as long as we block, we're going to get the most damage out of that, I think. Hello, concierge. Yeah, this is working so far. Ow. Get whipped. Jump. Jump. Or don't. That's fine too. Get blocked as well. That's cool. This is going to be a long one, I get the distinct feeling. And I'm sorry to say that, because honestly it would be a lot more fun if it wasn't this. But like, this is literally what we're stuck with. I was too slow to dodge that one. Not that time, though. Put out one of these, start whipping from a distance. Put out the grenade every time you can, you get the chance. Honestly, I'm gonna abuse my HP as a means of dealing damage. Get out of here, get out of here. Put this out there. Keep an eye out for when he does his long-range nonsense. There it is. Toss a grenade in the entirely wrong direction? Sure, why not? But, like, also don't do that anymore. Thank you. Yeah, this grenade is doing more damage than we are by far. Get zapped. Like, it's a little sad that we're at this stage in our lives. Oh, no. No, no, no. Don't corner me, bro. Don't corner me, bro! Okay, no, he's cornered me. And my computer's having a hard time processing everything that's going on. Oh, my God. Take a drink. Okay, so we need to, like, focus for a half second. And also give my computer, like, a chance, apparently, to catch up. What a time. Zap for as much as we possibly can. Toss out grenades. There we go. We actually have a little bit of distance on this man. Thank you. Dodged. Grenaded. Dodged. Like, this is death by 1,000 whip cuts. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is taking 17 years of my life to do. Like, I have a mortal coil that I'd not like to waste this badly ever again. Please and thank you. Ow! You punched me. Just don't get greedy. Dodged. Like this, at least this part's easy. Yeah, this part's nice and easy. Oh, almost didn't work. Okay, put this out. Ooh, okay, the CC is stopping to work. Ow. 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 This is bad. Ooh! Yep, we can't rely on our traps anymore to do this. Nope, get away. Get away. I don't want none of your shit anymore. I really wish you'd stop it with the... We are likely to die here. I want to make that abundantly clear. Wait, hold on. We have a second healing flask! How could I forget? We're not done yet, sir. That was dumb. That was also dumb. Don't have the HP. Yeah, I was gonna say we don't have the HP to abuse blocking him anymore, and we tried to block the shockwave attack too many times in a row, and ergo we died. Oh! Okay, was that still a good run? Yeah, 100%. That was still a good run. 100%. That was still a good run. We got the mummy rub. We got through the sewers. We had no business doing that. Oh, hey you. Odd kind of place though, no matter how you look at it. I imagine this will be a sight to behold when you and the collector have lit up all the flasks. You're working on it, aren't you? Obviously you're chipping away at it. Like all the others. What do you mean all the others? Shouldn't you be on your way? So as you can see, here's where you're going to have like all your upgrades kind of pop up over the course of a run. And then this dude just tells you all of your stats. I know what you've been up to. Oh yes, I know all of your dirty little secrets. And I've been writing them all down in my little book. That's what I do. You kill things, I take notes. So it tells you like how far along you've gotten in terms of your upgrades, in terms of your weapon skills, how many runs you've done, and then died on. Long story short, the game is starting to look like the game is afoot. Like it's starting to look like the game is supposed to. And we're gonna go ahead and see some more of this game develop as we move into the next episode. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button down below. If you want to see some more, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And I'll see you folks in the next video.